We're just north of the city and we're walking through our home off of Oakhurst Drive, and we are ready to list this. We got a couple final touches that are going to be done over the next couple days before the photographer gets out here, but it is looking great. Let's go check it out. So when you walk in, you get over to the kitchen, the living room area, and then you have another living room / dining room area. That's what we used to use it for. But you got this massive kitchen here. We got it finished out with a hood. We've got this nice backsplash. We went with a gray color to kind of give that offset from the cabinets and the black that we have here on the countertops. It's looking really, really good, and we love this space. When we first came in here, it was a little outdated, so we had to kind of, update it some, and we went with this, open concept with the kitchen and really opened it up into the living room area. It was fantastic when we had people over here. Look how many people you could fit just around this area. I think you could probably fit 15 people if you really wanted to, and you tightened it in. So you think about like having friends and family over for entertaining. This is a kitchen that you can do that. Then we have the upstairs, and we've got 2 bedrooms and an updated bathroom over there. 2 bedrooms downstairs. We utilize this space over here as the master, and then this was like an office / guest room that we had, and then into this nice updated bathroom. We had this completed right before we moved out of it and turned it into a rental property. Some things that we had done were like these open doors, because we liked how we'd be able to open it and use the entire space. We had this installed so you could adjust things with the plumbing over here in this wonderful walk-in shower. It's really, really big, updated, got tile throughout. It's got this nice little glass barn door right here. So when you're thinking about a upgraded shower, this definitely has that. We got it's on a septic system, which the drain field was recently replaced just a couple years ago. And then we have this wonderful, 2-style flush toilet, so you're not like overworking it. So if you go number 1, you just do the small flush. You go number 2, use the big flush. And then over here, like I said, this is where we utilized for our bedroom. This was the master. We had a little double closet right there. It was nice. We had the carpet replaced, had the whole house painted, so it's looking good from that perspective. And then over here, this had been a dining room way back in the day. We converted it over to a office / guest room. We had the guest bed right there. We had an office set up right here. And then because we wanted more storage for things, because we got a lot of girls in this house, we had this closet installed here. We got a light in here somewhere. Let me get that thing turned on. Yeah, we got to figure that out. But anyway, big closet, tons of storage. So if you're looking for extra space, this one has it. I want to say we went with like a 5x5 style closet. So it is big, got lots of storage. Let's go check out upstairs. So similar to the downstairs, bedroom to the left and to the right. And then we've got a nice little bathroom right here. And yeah, so we went ahead, we updated it. It had older linoleum in there, so we went ahead and got that done. We had a new vanity put in, we had a new toilet put in, had a new lighting system kind of come in there and all that kind of stuff. Got a nice little barn door right down there, so you can have some storage and stuff. And then a little cabinet going on. Had the carpet replaced up here, had it painted. It's looking great. This room was once at one point in time utilized as a master room. It's got a decent sized closet in it itself. So if you like to live upstairs, this would be an option for you. Big, deep closet there. And then when we move across the hall, it's a little bit smaller than the other room across the way, but it has a tiny little closet, as you can see right over here. So, not the biggest, but it's definitely got something in there for some storage. We utilized as this is a playroom. The girls are crazy and they use that other room. They all slept in there. It was pretty cool, and they got to really, enjoy one another. And then they had this little area set up right out here. You could have a small little office desk, or, you could have something, for this little landing area, which is something that we had. So, and then out the back, we had this deck to a nice, peaceful, quiet backyard. You got a bunch of vacant land behind us over there. There's a neighbor to the side, but you can't really see him because there's quite a bit of natural, growth of stuff. This deck really comes in handy. And then as you can see, just off the house right there on the edge of the property line is a chicken coop, and that thing is massive. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different bays. You can have lots of chickens if that is something that interests you. We utilize some of them for chickens, and we utilize other ones for storage, keep stuff out of the weather, if you will. And just behind that, there's like a little creek down there for drainage and all that kind of stuff, and so that's pretty good. And then as we come down the steps, you got some big, beautiful trees that are out here. This nice big oak, big magnolia back there. There's some other trees going around. Right over there is where the septic drain field was at. So that was, like I said, recently installed. And then when we come over here, you've got your well that's off to the side of the house. And that is a new well motor. And so that is something that is an improvement of the house. The property is going to be a half acre, just under a half acre. And so, but it feels a lot more than that. So the house has a metal roof. It had the windows changed out in 2008. It had that siding put on in 2008. The roof was put on in 2008, and it's metal, so it's going to last a very long time. Got plenty of life left on that. It has the capability of a gas fireplace. That's what that gas is right there. So you could, have that. We never really used it, but you could have that going. You could also maybe even have a gas fireplace, or gas stove installed if that's something that interests you. But you've got a nice piece of private property out this way, and you're only minutes to the downtown of Brooksville. So if you need to go to the library, you need to go to the courthouse, you work in the downtown, you have kids that go to the schools that are right over there with Hernando High and Brooksville Elementary. Also, you're not far away from Parrott Middle School. And you've got this nice seclusion, but you're close to a lot of different things, but it's also very private. So if you are looking for a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom that's been renovated and has some great improvements, then this is going to be the home for you. So reach out to us today. We'll get you a private showing. We're working on getting photos done now, and we're going to look at getting it listed on the market here very soon. But if you would like to check it out before we do so, reach out today.